Oh, there it goes. The FL. I don't know what that stands for. But we do have the blue Protoss, BoneCarlos. BoneCarlos sounds like he's going to be a happy guy. He's smiling. So, I keep forgetting to take that down before it starts. I did that on the last game too. But we got nothing going on here. Looks like a forged facet span from the blue Protoss, if I could talk right. I'm probably not going to tab out to see the chat for the duration of this, just because this guy will want to see it, I believe. The last guy did. Speed it up just so we can get through this. He does throw down the forge, and he is going for the 16 hatch. That's awkward. Maybe just a mistake on drone counting. Throws down another pylon. I did not see what level of game this was. Most of what I say is for the video part more so than the people in the chat right now, since I have about 3 or 4 viewers. So we see third base taken with second hatchery there. Honestly confused by that one. I don't see how he even had the money for that. But he threw down the double gas. Normally Protoss would go for a Stargate after the Cyber Core finishes up, and I'll probably put it in this pylon. Just making drones. Production tab shows queens, drones. Zealot probably for just the wall right here, even though that's a weird rally point. No, I guess it will walk into the pylon rather than anything, so it'll be right. It's not getting a single cannon. He must not feel very afraid. I don't know if he saw the third. He did see the third, so he doesn't feel afraid at all. So, no. Okay. Sorry, slight distraction there on my phone. But, so go through this, we have a mothership core coming out, and just still droning from the Zerg. I don't see much going on here. We'll go to the player camera. Oh, wait, is that the one that selects it? Oh, he's just looking at the wall. Okay. Let's continue to look at the wall with him. Zerg just making mass queen at this point. No other units. Oh, is that just E? Okay, there we go. I still have to learn all the hotkeys. Oh, excuse me, the cough. He has warp gate going. I really need to fix that. No tech coming out yet. He should be applying pressure here soon, so that way he can take care of this third, or at least pressure it and make the Zerg make units. You don't want the Zerg to just drone for all he wants. You want him to be splitting his larva between workers and drones. Or, wow, workers or units. So we got the mothership core moving out here. I don't know what all he's plans on doing with that. He did lose an overlord though. I think that's Control L. No. Units lost, okay. He must have canceled an extractor or some sort too, because he has 12 missing minerals. Making mass spines. The only thing I could think of would be some form of late game swarm host thing if he was getting a layer soon, or into Mutas or something if just he has so much gas being made. I mean, sooner or later he's going to have to use that. Got a Zealot task force moving out. Oh, there starts the lair. And he has spore crawlers, even though he has scouted no Stargate. He's playing blindly. That's not a good thing to do. You want to not spend your minerals on something you don't need to, but he has so many and so many drones, I guess it doesn't really matter to him. Um, very, very macro-based game, but we have the Protoss moving out on the field. Let's see if we can check his camera. Um, starting the shield upgrade, he already has plus. That's very awkward. He's going to see a mass of spines, and he's going to go for it. It's a terrible idea. Literally the worst thing he could be doing right now, I'm thinking. But maybe he's going to power through it. The queens are here to heal them. I don't know where the rest of his queens are, though. He has them up here, one in the base. He needed to transfuse those rather than just let them go, because now the Protoss did actually power through that many spines and queens. So these are chasing those away. He has energy for transfuse. He's just not using it at all. Protoss working in more Zealots. He's just going hard. Losing so many drones here. That is Control R. 8 drones, 16 units. Oh, there goes the final hits on a lot of units right there. Let's look at the units lost. Protoss has lost half as much as Zerg has. So he goes back to his spine play, but I don't know what... He's making a massive lanes. He still hasn't tapped up past layer and hasn't gotten anything with layer. I hope he is. He doesn't even have Zergling speed. So this is a very awkward scenario. He's lost his 2 hatcheries at his 3rd, but maybe he has some form of plan. He has these spines, which that'll be very hard for the Zealots to break through if the queens do transfuse them. He doesn't have too much energy left on him, though. So Protoss looks to be falling back, and Zerg is going into Mutas. If he can last until the Mutalist, he has some form of a chance. If he doesn't, well, then he'll be dead. But that's beside the point. He starts Zergling speed at 12 minutes. We're going to have pro tip of the day and say to start that a lot sooner than 12 minutes. Again, I did not see the level of this game, but I'm not trying to be too mean about it. Just giving a few tips here and there. I'm not that great at the end of the day either. We have Colossi and the the Colossi range. He stopped getting upgrades though. He does have a 3rd base going with gas. Still just the Spire. Oh, he did start a Baneley nest. Where? Where's the Baneley nest? The hell is the Baneley nest? I'm not seeing it. Oh, it's behind the Overlords. I'm blind. Okay, Zergling speed about to finish here. He's going to have enough money for 20 Mutalist, but he's not going to have the supply for that many. 14's a good amount, though. Just a little bit. If this many Zealots, Protoss would want to just go for Zealot Archon, which would be decent against the Mutalist. I'm going to turn down my scroll speed after this match as well for when I'm casting. Assuming this happens again. But, so he has just a massive lanes, which Zealots take out 4 lanes apiece, and he definitely has quite a few Zealots here, so I don't see what he wants to accomplish with the lanes. No upgrades on the lanes. He is starting an attack upgrade on the Mutalist. That'll help them against Stalkers and whatnot, because I don't think he'll see... Oh, well, there's Templar Archives as I talk about that. He needs to get more Mutas out, and he needs to be hitting with them, because the... What the... That's a mistaken... That's a bad rally point right there. He probably meant to send an observer over there, and then he sent his Robo, or his Colossi, and didn't do anything with it. He just lost a giant unit. Zerglings are in the main base somehow. I missed that one. They're on hold position when they don't really need to be. You want to do that when the probes are just mining and you're waiting for the units to come in, but you didn't need him on hold right there. He only got about 2 probes off of that. But here comes the Mutalist. He has 10 more in production, but these Templar right here, he does not... No storm research, but if he went for Archons, he could do quite a bit of damage here. The attack upgrade's about to finish. The Archons are forming, but they cannot get through this wall. That's a bit of a mistake by the Protoss. Or at least I'm pretty sure they can't. I know Zealots and Probes could in lanes, but that's about it. The other Mutalist fly in. I hope he starts the second attack upgrade. The armor upgrade is not going to help him much against Protoss units. But if you micro them right, then the attack upgrade on Mutalist comes really in handy when you just scoot and shoot for those marine types, Terrans. He just needs to focus down pylons. He doesn't see this army moving out, though. He sees another Colossi just going for a suicidal push, but this time he has range, so he can just do that. He's not worried about his main base, apparently. They're both looking at the same thing. He's pushing into the spines, and he has so many Zealots. It doesn't matter how many transfuses at this point. He's just going to push in. You do not want to fly back into that, unless he can somehow catch the Archons. The Archons have +1 and do area of effect and destroy biological units. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, well, that's how that game ended. The Protoss powering through with Mass Zealot. He didn't get charged, but apparently he didn't need it. The GG is called, and that's the game. Apparently the replay continues on for a bit. Good game overall. Protoss should have gotten charged and should have probably started the Mutalist, but I guess he just felt safe against felt safe with the Archons, which apparently the Zerg didn't want to micro those Mutalist. He definitely needed to focus one down at a time, fly in and out, because once the Mutalist died, he could have cleared up everything else before it cleaned up his third hatch that he had, either that it's already back up. But yeah, so that's that game.